Hi everyone. India, known for its rich history and diverse culture, has been emerging as a global economic powerhouse in recent years. With a population of over 1.3 billion people and a rapidly growing economy, India has been emerging as the fastest economies in the world. From advancements in technology to social reforms, India has been making impressive strides in various sectors, indicating that it is not just a country or a developing nation but country on the rise. But we keep hearing that unemployment is increasing, people are losing the job and are not getting the jobs. What is really happening? Why is this happening? Let's divide this video into three parts and try to understand that.
विश्व बाजार में आई बड़ी मंदी की मार देश में महंगाई और बेरोजगारी के तौर पर दिखाई दे रही
पड़े हैं। ये वो चार्ट है जो हमने इस समय प्रधानमंत्री जी के जवाब में लगाया है। प्रधानमंत्री जी, ये नौकरियों का एक एक विभाग का चार्ट है, इसका जवाब भी दे दीजिए कि ये 30 लाख नौकरियां कब भरी जाएंगी।
8 साल में आपने तो कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल अपॉइंटमेंट आपने अपॉइंट किया, जिसको हिंदी में कहते हैं कि संविदा कनन जारी, यानी कोई भी किसी को हायर करेगा, फायर करेगा, कीमतें सरकार की वजह से बढ़ रही है तो उसकी नौकरी।
Although the total number of jobs in India touched a pre-pandemic level of 410 million, thousands of Indian workers have lost their jobs from the global slowdown hit to exports.
Opposition party Congress and its leader Rahul Gandhi is continuously targeting the ruling government.
कि देश युवाओं को रोजगार नहीं दे पा रहा है,
युवाओं को रोजगार नहीं मिल रहा है और मिल नहीं सकता क्योंकि आपने वो रीढ़ की हड्डी तोड़ दी, एक रुपया तक नहीं दिया इनको, तब हिंदुस्तान को जाके रोजगार मिलेगा।
Arvind Kejriwal to media said, "Rupee is falling, people are troubled by inflation, unemployment is at high," and directly attacked the central government. Before diving into any of these things, let's understand and view the picture. Understanding the unemployment typically involves analyzing variety of factors to understand the nature and extent of this unemployment in a particular region or a country. Some of the key considerations while understanding or reviewing this unemployment are: first one is demographic breakdown. It is important to look at the demographic breakdown of the unemployment, such as age, gender, and education level of this unemployed population. This can help identify any specific group that are disproportionately affected by this unemployment. According to 2021-22 literacy survey, literacy rate was around 74%. This indicates that there should be a good condition, right? But the problem is in the skill of this educated. The proportion of formally skilled workers in India is extremely low, at 4.69% of total workforce, compared to 24% in China and 52% in the US. According to latest India Skill Report, the employability of the youth graduating from educational institution in India is only 45.6%. This means that more than half of the youth are entering the job market are not adequately prepared for the jobs that are available. This mismatch is creating a vicious cycle where employers are unable to find suitably trained people and the youth are unable to find the kind of job they aspire for. This is not only causing the frustration and disappointment among job seekers, but is also having a negative impact on the country's economic growth and development. Second is the labor force participation rate. Labor force participation rate measures the percentage of population that is either employed or seeking an employment. A low labor force participation rate can indicate a lack of job opportunities or the factors that are discouraging people from seeking an employment. There arises a question, right? How is job opportunities in some of the fields are disappearing? In this fast developing world, power of technology has grown, so that power to replace us. The development of chatbots and novel interactive robotic companions continues to grow. For example, especially in the healthcare industry, AI researchers are building human perspectives into robots, making their human-like capabilities more sophisticated.
Okay, great. So while we talk, I will take your temperature reading and pulse with this little thermal camera on my chest. See? You are 36.6 degrees Celsius, by the way. No risk of COVID. Also, I note that you are responsive and aware, which is good, and then I share that important data back to the doctors and nurses at the institute.
Healthcare companies intend for their interactive robots to serve as coaches who have regular conversations with the patients as a strategy to increase overall care. Surprised? This is the work earlier done by nurses. In India, there are 34 lakh registered nurses, 24 lakh registered midwives, 10 lakh nurse associates. What happens to their jobs if this technology comes into Indian market? Not only that, automated cars, vehicles, robots that deliver items to your hand directly, assembly line works, cashiers. Self-checkouts are already been installed in many of the banks in India and other areas, wherever earlier it was done by humans. Not only this, many of the other works are being replaced by advancing technology. One side, the population in India is rapidly growing, and another side, some of the already existing jobs are disappearing. Coming to the third factor, it is global factor. Global economic trends and events can also impact unemployment rate of a particular region or a country. Factors such as trade agreements, immigration policies, and other advancement in technology can also impact directly on the unemployment rate of a country. These can affect job opportunities in various sectors. Global issues like ongoing Ukraine-Russia war, COVID-19 pandemic has directly impacted Indian economy and thus impacted Indian employment rate. The COVID-19 epidemic stunned the whole world's economy, including India's. During this crisis, many individuals all around the globe have lost their employment. Finally, the most important factor, government policies. Government policies such as taxation, regulation, and social welfare programs have a direct impact on unemployment rate of their country. So, how is the current government acting to bring down unemployment rate?
कार्य स्थानीय अवसर पर युवाओं के लिए रोजगार के लाखों अवसर बना रहे हैं.
According to the reports from 2022, Haryana state has the highest unemployment rate of 37.4 and the Odisha the least, 0.9. Government is trying to accelerate the investment in agriculture and promote participation in advanced agricultural methods. Government has allocated 72,000 crores for the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. And on the other side, through Make in India initiative, government is boosting manufacturing sectors in India and framing laws and rules to increase the export from India.
आप देखिए जिस देश के पास इतनी बड़ी मात्रा में युवा पीढ़ी हो, नौजवान हो, जिस देश के लोगों की टैलेंट.
Through this year's budget, government said it is pushing self-employment and micro-entrepreneurship, which indirectly creates jobs and employment opportunities with a multiplier effect. India has made a significant strides in reducing unemployment rate in recent years. Despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 pandemic, the country has managed to create a job opportunities in various sectors, including health industries, agriculture, and technologies. The government has implemented several initiatives such as National Rural Employment Guarantee Program to address the issue of unemployment in rural and urban areas. NSO, National Statistical Office, conducted a periodic labor force survey. The periodic labor force survey gives estimates of key employment and unemployment indicators like the labor force participation rate, worker population ratio, and the unemployment rate. This survey has the statistics of 3 years from 2019 to 2022. According to this survey, the rate of unemployment in India has been registering a downward trend, and also women employment is gradually increasing. While there is still work to be done to ensure that all individuals get access to the equal job opportunities, India's progress in reducing unemployment rate in these recent years undoubtedly a positive development. The country has demonstrated its potential to create a vibrant and dynamic economy that benefits all of its citizens. You guys say, what do you think about this? Please comment down in the comment section.